advertisement. We can see advertisement that tell us, oh, you need to buy, you need this, you need that. Take a look at this advertisement. What can you just get it from this advertisement? It's a bit small. The lady, because of having to take a public transport under the armpit of a man, then there's an advertisement says time to switch and say, let's get a car, you don't have this problem. Okay? Advertisement actually telling you, encourage you to be greedy, go and get what you want, get the better things. Okay? So much so that sometimes, of course, we think that it won't happen to you. Then many of you will think that, well, I'm not rich, so I won't be greedy. Greedy is not a problem to me. But that's not true. Okay, all of us, no matter whether you are rich or poor, actually suffer greed. Some of the greediest people who have very little, that means they are poor. Some of the very greediest people, they are very poor. They spend a lot of the time thinking of how to make more money. Maybe going to queue up in the lottery shop or whatever to get the umpire record and see whether they can make it. Fully convinced themselves that money can solve all their problems. Isn't that considered greedy? That's why they have to do like that. Okay? So we have to understand that greed, okay, strike everyone, whether you are Christian or not Christian, whether they are rich or not rich. Doesn't mean that you are poor then you won't be greedy. Because greed indeed takes many forms. There are many forms of greed. Greed takes many forms. You don't have to be rich to be greedy. Some people think I'm not greedy because I don't have enough money. When you don't have enough money doesn't mean that you won't be greedy. You can be broke. No, guy has no money and yet be greedy. Although it's not fun. Okay, no money and yet you cannot tahan. But broke can still be greedy. We can be greedy for food. We can be greedy for popularity. We can be greedy for better spouse. That's why there's marriage and divorce. People getting a different wife and this and that. Oh, this. Okay? Getting a better body. People go for gym and this and that. Last week already, we have a chit-chat with Ralph Pomeo. He said early time when he has a function in the whatever seminar, wow, food free! Wow, he enjoyed it. Although in certain aspects it's greedy because he was taking maybe eat more so that he can skip lunch or skip dinner, okay? But it's suffering. But we can, everyone else can be like that. In a seminar, we can be so greedy, want to eat more than necessary, thinking that we can say, okay? Likewise, there are people who want to be popular. So these are greed as well. Okay? And the list go on and go on. You can see some on social, maybe you go back home and check your shoe shelf, whether you have how many shoes, how many pair of shoes. Check your clothing, the closet, how many clothes. Okay? So the list go on and on. That's why Jesus warned us. He warned us in the book of Luke chapter 12, verse 15, and said to them, take heed. It means you've got to pay attention, no. Don't take it lightly. Take heed and beware of covetousness. For one's life does not consist of the abundance of the things it possesses. Your life doesn't mean depends on how much you have. No. In another words, it means to be on guard against all kinds of greed. Okay? We need to be honest enough. To be honest. Check yourself. Okay, I will check myself. We have to be honest enough to admit that even Christians, okay, embrace or support this sinful attitude just as much as non-Christians. So it doesn't mean that once you become Christian, you are not greedy at all. No. Okay? happen to any one of us. Greed. You have to know how it hurt us. So let's take a look at some of the ways that greed hurt us. And then you can understand why God warned us about greed. Firstly, greed deceives us. It actually tells a lot of lies. These sinful desires actually in us motivate us. You know, motivate for what? Motivate so that we will try to earn more than we need. We will motivate us to own more than we can use. And longing for stuff that never satisfies. One day forever not satisfied. Greed promises that material well-being will deliver much more than material well-being can. It tells us that, oh, I can deliver a lot. It tells us lies that it will promises us things that actually it doesn't deliver at all. Greed actually tells us that if we can get what we do not have, we will be happy. It actually tells you lies. It tells you if you can get what you desire, you will be happy, but it's a lie. Because indeed true, you can get something you wanting for long, but that's only a temporary thrill, temporary happiness. It never lasts. Isn't it true? Think about it. Whether it's a new car, new toy, or whatever, the thrill only lasts for a short while. Just like tires. You know your car tires? If you have holes in your tires, do you think it can take you far away? So greed is just like a tire with holes. It will not take you far away. You will not be able to bring you happiness. Eventually, you will lose the ability to bring you happiness. But the problem is, you know what? Every one of us never seems to learn the lesson. When the thrill fades away, when we don't have that happiness anymore, what happens? We start to yearn, start to long for another thing. Hopefully that will bring another lasting happiness, and the process comes again. So greed indeed very deceptive. It actually promises happiness, but finally actually leaving us one thing. Instead of giving us promises, but it actually always leaves us one thing. That's why there was one gentleman by the name Andrew Kennedy was asked, how much money is enough? This question has been asked to you. How much money is enough? The guy replied, just a little bit more. That's why God orders us to avoid greed, because God knows that our wanting is an endless joy, endless search, not endless joy, but endless search for joy that fades. Our wanting is an endless search for joy that fades. Just like a dog chases after his tail. Greedy people never quit chasing lasting joy. That's why there's one wise man say this. Where is it? Where's a wise man quote? There's a wise man say this. He say, if you want to make a man happy, add not to his possessions, but take away from his desire. This wise man say like that. If you want to make somebody happy, you keep on giving the person more and more, he will not be happy. You take away his desire. I mean, he doesn't have that so much desire of this, that he will be happy. This wise man wrote this quote. Sound very nice. So I share to you all. Secondly, greed. Okay. Second reason why God warns us that greed can hurt us is because it often leads us to embrace other sinful behavior. Greed actually make us welcome or other support willingly all kinds of sinful behavior. It doesn't sound like it, okay? If you refer back to our scripture text, just now, 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 9 to 10, is already telling us, but those who desire to be rich fall into temptation and snare, and into many foolish and harmful lusts, which drown men in destructions and perditions. For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil, for which some have strayed from faith in their greediness and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. This passage will not be true if it's not so. If you were to turn to the book, in 1 Kings chapter 21, if you will go back and read an account of this, there are examples given